when government and bureaucrats annoy the hell out of me, when they ruin commerce, when they tell highly trained truck drivers you can't leave the state. We're going to get to that. 321,000 kids have no parents, none, due to drug overdose deaths. We're going to get to that. And one of the most bizarre jury summons stories you're ever going to hear. This is why government sometimes cannot and will not be trusted. It's just ridiculous to me. So this one falls into the category as, when I first got this headline, I didn't believe it, that there would be laws in the books out there that wouldn't allow highly trained truck drivers, the big rigs, that move our entire economy, to travel across state lines because the drivers aren't old enough, even though they're the most highly trained in the country. This is why oftentimes I say government and bureaucrats suck. Excuse my vulgar tone. Let's get to it. Jeff Mercandante, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Marty. How are you?
Well, I'm annoyed as hell. Tell us your title, and let's get right to this. What the hell are they doing to highly trained drivers?
I'm a Vice President of Safety and Risk with Pitt, Ohio.
So safety's your thing, man.
That's correct.
And at Pitt, Ohio, you're obsessive about safety.
Absolutely. We want to make sure all of our employees and drivers are trained before they go out on the highway. We will never let somebody that's not trained go on the roadway.
And you've received the highest award that exists for safety, time after time after time, have you not, sir?
Yes, we have. We've received the ATA President's Trophy from American Trucking Association 8 times now.
So I'm setting him up because what you're about to hear is going to annoy the hell out of you, because it annoyed the hell out of me. Tell us what's happening right now to restrict your highly trained drivers from doing their job.
So the 18 to 20-year-olds, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration put a program in place that they wanted a pilot program, these 18 to 20-year-olds, to get them their CDLs to be able to go across state lines. Currently, today, an 18 to 20-year-old, if they obtain their CDL, could drive in intrastate commerce. They could drive from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia, a 4.5-hour drive, but yet they couldn't drive from here to Weirton, West Virginia, which is 45 minutes away.
Come on, man. Come on. It is laughable, but it's also ignorant, is it not, sir?
It is. It is. And so we filed for a waiver with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration to allow us to train 18 to 20-year-olds, because an 18 to 20-year-old can only get their CDLs now to go to a driving school. So what we did was we filed an exemption to allow us to train them, which we train our drivers before they can be released on their own for 400 hours behind the wheels, where some of the truck driving schools only give them 20 hours behind the wheel.
Wow.
And we were denied our request.
So hold on. There are truck drivers that are 25 years old that have 20 hours training, driving all over the country. Fair? Fair?
Yes. Yes.
And your drivers that are 18 to 21 have 400 hours training, and they're not allowed to leave the state.
Well, we can't even get their CDLs. That's why we filed for the exemption, and we were not approved to allow to train them.
You're not even allowed to train them?
Nope.
Based on what?
To get them. Well, that's the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations requires they're allowed to get them from a driving school, a CDL, but not from a motor carrier.
Wow.
Yes.
And
we, as motor carriers, train our drivers much more in detailed and much more behind the wheel training than the truck driving schools do.
And let's be blunt. There's a dearth, a massive shortage of drivers around the country. This is a whole nother pool of young men and women that would love to do this and make a hell of a living with a hell of a company, and this really restricts that, does it not, sir?
Yes, it does. So we lose them to the other industries. If we do not get them out of high schools, then we lose them to other industries out there.
So one of my boys sent me this note. This is actually fascinating. The government, without any issue, trains 18-year-olds to drive a tank or gasoline tanker into a war zone. Yet you can't train 18-year-olds to drive a truck between Philadelphia and West Virginia, sir, right?
Well, from Pittsburgh to West Virginia.
Right.
Yeah.
Or even Philadelphia, for that matter.
Or Philadelphia, correct. Or you could not go from Philadelphia across into New Jersey, which is only a 15-minute drive. You could not do that.
Jeff Mercadante with Pitt, Ohio, their safety guru. Hey, man, what the hell is the rationale behind this? I mean, you know this business better than anyone. What are they trying to prove here? Are they suggesting that they can't trust 18-year-olds even though we can sign them up for battle? What are they trying to do? Help me out.
Yeah, they put this pilot program in place for it to succeed, but I don't think they really want it to succeed. And they just keep throwing more and more restrictions on it. And it's just not fair to the 18 to 20-year-olds out there. And then the trucking industry, like I said before, loses these students and these 18 to 20-year-olds to other industries.
So what do you tell these kids that want to do this, these young men and young women? What do you tell them now?
Well, we have to put them on our docks. They work in our warehouses until they turn 21. Then we can get them their CDLs.
That's ridiculous.
And that's the problem.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
What the hell does age have to do with this? Now, look, I could argue, because it's legit, that the highest insurance rates right now for driving are that age group, by the way. But it's 18 to 25 generally, because they have the most number of accidents. And most insurance companies know this, so they don't want to give you insurance for your teenagers. But you know for a fact that there are 25-year-olds out there with only 20 hours training, so that makes absolutely no sense, sir.
That's correct. I mean, an 18 to 20-year-old with 400 hours behind the wheel training in a Class B vehicle is going to be much more experienced than a 25-year-old that never, with only 20 hours of behind the wheel training.
And they're messing with your business, are they not, sir?
Yes, they are.
And you're denying hundreds, maybe thousands of young men and women who want to pursue this as a career the opportunity to pursue this. And if you say to them, we really can't let you drive till you're 21, they're going to say, I'm going to go down the street and become a welder or work as a plumber, right?
That's correct. We lose them to the other industries.
That's bizarre. Is there anything else you can do? Is there anything we can help you with? Is there any state leader we can help you lobby, or a senator or congressman, sir?
I think we could. If the more politicians would get involved with this, we could maybe have a better fight. Right now, with the exemption that I put in, and with the help of American Trucking Association, they helped me out with that. But yet, they denied our request at Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration.
All right, man. If we have to, let's get lawyers involved, but let's talk after the show and set up a game plan. I'd love to be able to help.
Sounds good, Marty.
All right, man.
Thanks again.
It's obnoxious.
Take care.
It's obnoxious. Someone out there tell me what the hell's going on here. This is why big government sucks. So you have all these young men trained for 400 hours. Did you hear what he said? Who cannot leave the state in a truck. That you have 25-year-old men with 20 hours of training, driving all over the damn country. Great plan, big government. Great plan.